Most desk setups look good, like really good. But the moment you sit down on them, your neck starts hurting, your eyes get tired, and somehow it just feels uncomfortable. I didn't realize it at first either. I kept on spending money to fix it, better keyboard, better mouse, and maybe a bigger monitor. But it turns out I was just doing a couple of small things completely wrong. And chances are, you are too. Now the first one, and this is probably the biggest mistake, using the default monitor stand. I didn't even realize this until recently. I bought a new 27-inch monitor for my girlfriend. I set it up, stepped back, and it looked good. But when I actually sat down to use it, it felt terrible. The screen was too low and I was leaning forward all of the time. And that's when it hit me. Most monitor stands are just bad. They don't raise high enough, you barely get any angle adjustments, so you're basically forced into a bad position. Ideally, your monitor should be around eye level, not down here where you're constantly looking down all day. Now, fixing it is actually really easy. If you don't care about aesthetics, just stack some books, papers, or anything. This already makes a huge difference. But if you want it to look clean, I would just get a monitor stand. Something like this Air Gear one for only 20 bucks on Amazon. It instantly fixes the height, gives you more flexibility in terms of angles and everything. To add to this, it frees up space on your desk, which makes it really awesome. Now, the second mistake, and this one surprised me the most, lighting. When I was building this $200 desk setup for my cousin, we basically turned this into this. Now, yes, we did get slightly better gear, but honestly, the biggest difference was lighting. We just added a couple of warm lamps, and suddenly everything felt more cozy. Without lighting, the place looks kind of flat. And for the type of lighting, you can go RGB, but for me, it looks a bit too much. What actually works better is just warm lighting. Just placing an old lamp on one side and maybe a cheap lamp on the other side and maybe some table backlighting instantly adds a lot of depth in your desk. Now the best part is this stuff is like really cheap. You don't have to go with those expensive brands like Govee. There are a lot of really good options on AliExpress that you can find for under $10. It's just a really small change, but it instantly elevates your desk. Now the next mistake, spending money on the wrong things. Now this took me way too long to realize. I've gone through dozens of mices and so many keyboards trying to find the perfect setup. And spending on these gear didn't really make me better or more productive at anything. Now what actually changed is buying things that actually makes you want to stay on your desk. Things like my chair fixed my posture and my lower back pains, and getting a really nice and long desk gave me so much space to do whatever I want. These two upgrades cost less than $200 and made me 100 times more productive than any mice or any keyboard that I've bought. Now the next one is just keeping your desk clean. Now this sounds obvious, but this makes a huge difference, at least for me. When my desk is messy, when there are cables everywhere, or there are random stuff flying around, I don't really feel like sitting here. I've had setups like that before, and I'd literally avoid sitting down because it just felt cluttered and I hate to clean up. But when your desk is clean, everything is in place and nothing is distracting, it just feels nice and you actually want to sit in there. You end up working longer, gaming more, and yeah, it just looks way better. Now this fix isn't really anything crazy, just make sure to clean up, hide your cables, and put things where they're supposed to be. Now the last one, and this is kind of underrated, your setup just feels dead. Like everything's clean, everything's in the right place, but it still looks a bit flat. Now I didn't really understand this before, but when I started adding small things like plants, it changed everything. Now I added some to my own setup and to my cousin's setup as well, and suddenly it felt more alive. Before it was just desk, monitor, keyboard. Now it actually feels like a space you want to be in. Now the best part is that this is probably the cheapest upgrade in here. These fake plants cost me like $1, but they add so much depth and just make everything feel less empty. It's such a small thing, but it makes your setup feel a lot more complete. So yeah, you probably don't need a better setup. You just need to fix a small few things. Now anyway, if you want to see me turn this into this for only $200, make sure to check out this video. Otherwise, see you in the next one.